Good afternoon or good morning still. I guess we're still at morning here. No, we're in afternoon. I'm trying to figure it out here at the County Soccer Complex, the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson and Justin Boyster, and trying to get everything reset after the first game, but ready to go here for the good 2A matchup here today. Dallas Center Grimes, the defending state champion at number 2 seed, coming against number 3 seed North Scott. And Justin setting up again to be, as we always get in the semifinals, another good match.
Yeah, absolutely. Two good sides coming in here this afternoon. Here on field 6, it is blistering hot here, Dar, but we expect we're going to expect a cracking game today with both sides playing in a 1-3-5-2, so the matchups will be the same. Talking to both coaches, they did mention that they're going to match up players for player based on what position and what side of the field they're going to be on.
And we also see the water breaks. They've kind of seemed to play a little bit into this, in that you get halfway through the half and you get to take a little break. And in the games I did yesterday, there was always some key things that happened right out of that as the coaches made adjustments and were able to kind of figure some things out. So that's a kind of a little extra timeout you get here with the whole thing.
Yeah, very noticeable as well. And it's also a momentum change, because I saw a few goals based on 5 minutes after the water breaks and so forth.
So we're ready for the starting lineups here.
Final match between the Lancers from North Scott and the Mustangs from Dallas.
And
Let's meet the teams. First, the non-starters for the visitors, the Lancers of North Scott. Number 00, Sophia Steiner. Number 3, Claire Schnorenberg. Number 7, Kaylee Johnson. Number 9, Ellie Scott. Number 10, Paige Kopp. Number 12, Anna Ruth. Number 13, Tabitha Skiles. Number 14, Ava Holscher. Number 20, Delaney Fitzgibbon. Number 21, Bailey Arbogast. And number 23, Kenna McKee. The assistant coaches for North Scott are Lindsay Schwartz, Adrian Latham, Eric Helting, and Lucas Henderson. Now let's meet the starters for the Lancers. Number 1, Natalie Nepper. Number 2, Kennedy Thiessen. Number 4, Bella Warm. Number 5, Sophia Solis. Number 6, Reese Hilsenbeck. Number 11, Brooklyn Bullock. Number 16, Mackenzie Muller. Number 17, Kendall Nisley. Number 22, Lexi Ward. Number 24, Isabella Steiner. And number 25, Paige Kuhn. Head coach for North Scott is Dion Ayers. Now let's meet the non-starters for the home team, the Mustangs of Dallas Center Grimes. Number 3, Landry Glasgow. Number 4, Maya Bonkasuk. Number 6, Kaylin Mills. Number 7, Hannah Knief. Number 8, Addie Jansen. Number 10, Camden Byer. Number 13, Sailor Ribick. Number 18, Kylie Albright. Number 19, Emma Benkendorf. And number 20, Reed Borland. Assistant coaches for Dallas Center Grimes are Mark Bennett and Jeff Kane. Now let's meet the starters for the Mustangs. Number 1, Alex Hoffbauer. Number 2, Olivia Sear. Number 5, Neela Williamson. Number 9, Elena Bartak. Number 11, Kylie Knief. Number 12, Cameron Smith. Number 14, Alexa Gill. Number 15, Ella Forsythe. Number 16, Hannah Renz. Number 17, Caroline White. And number 26, Maya Fritz. The head coach for the Mustangs is Dan James. Your officials for today's match, the referee is Robert Kerwood. Assistant referee Aaron Larson and Jake Larson, and the fourth official is Joe Spies. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to both teams, and let's play some championship soccer.
All righty, we're ready to go here. For the Class 2A, we have one championship match set up. That will be Gilbert and Sioux City Heelan. We saw a Heelan match here, and they won that one. And then the Gilbert upsets Des Moines Christian there in overtime, Justin. So quite a match there.
Yeah, I was there earlier on. I watched pretty much end of the first half, the full second half. Then I had to get over here, but both teams were very tight. Des Moines Christian had Garcia missed a penalty in the second half with about 20 minutes to go. Could have been the turning point, but you know, Gilbert had some players on the team. There's some athletes. They were strong. They were a bit tall at the back, which is going to lead up to a fantastic final in the 1A.
Yeah, I did their quarterfinal Gilbert's yesterday, and that good team. But we got a couple good teams here today, and Dallas Center Grimes returning 7 players from that team that won it, including Fritz, Knief, and Bartek, who were on the all-tournament team in the championship run last year. But that all's wiped away. If you're going to win again, you got to earn it. They don't just hand it to you coming back just because you're the defending champion. It'll be DCG in the red on the left of your screen, and the white is North Scott, the Lancers. And the white uniforms on the right of your screen here today as we're getting just a little bit of a breeze, but not near the breeze we had yesterday. They made it much nicer, but today's been a lot warmer, and then with that rain, we had a little more humidity.
Yeah, at least there's no thunderstorms today, that's for sure. But I tell you what, this game's going to be won in the midfield. As you can see, the press coming in there already from North Scott, and that's how they're going to come in here, the Lancers. In their midfield, they've got Steiner, Tyson, Thiessen, and they've got Nisley. I mean, it's going to be an encounter. It's going to be a battle there with Hannah Renz, Knief, and Bartek.
Get it up to Sear, and I'll drop back as Dallas Center Grimes with the ball to start out here. Spins around trying to get to the defender. By the defender, a little bit of contact there. Play on into the middle and right to the keeper.
Just what Nepa wanted, but look at the distribution earlier already into Kendall Nisley, but it's been intercepted by Bartek.
Now, here comes Renz. Get it started again. Back into the middle, kicked out of there by Ward. And Dallas Center Grimes keeping it in their half. Now coming on over is Gill. She shoots it up ahead. And that will go to North Scott, excuse me.
Well, that's the matchup that Dan James was talking to me about. So Gill's come onto the right-hand side to match up against Brooklyn Bollock.
And that will go off North Scott to Dallas Center Grimes.
Actually, Sophia Solis is on the left-hand side here for the Lancers, and that was the matchup that Dan James was talking about. That's why Gill's now on the right center-back position.
Up ahead, out wide with it, with Smith, and knocked away. He's trying to stay with it as Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer trying to turn it, sends it in. Cross the net, and cleared now for the moment. DCG keeping the pressure on there. Smith. So far matching up, good defending there. And back into the middle, knocked away. Dallas Center Grimes again, keeping the pressure on. Player goes down, official says nothing there. Now back, North Scott trying to get back the other way. And taken back by DCG. You talked about a big battle still in the midfield trying to get control here.
Well, I tell you what, the game's kicked off at a fast pace right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting if they can keep up this pace throughout the match. Both teams trying to settle in. This would be the time just to secure possession. Just get a feel of the game, momentum-wise, both for both teams in particular.
Lob up there. We're looking for Hoffbauer. Now they kick it back out. They'll be throwing the far side for Smith for DCG. Go across in the middle, now cleared out of there.
This is the only one that's short. That's not getting
Still, turn Northcott nicely kicks it out. And DCG again turns. She's got to get it inside off the hip of Forsyth.
Great turn there by Sear. Just dropping her shoulder the one way and taking the ball down the line.
And blocked. Neath trying to run it down. Now Hoffbauer. They'll drop it back. Going to the corner. She runs it down. Sends it in. Oh, just by the foot of Sear. DCG, though, keeping possession. Pressuring up was Forsyth. They lob it back in. Over to Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer sends it back. Now take it away. Good theft by Nisley. DCG gets possession right back.
Elena Bartek just breaking up play there. Does a great job of that. Just holding midfield, just sits in there as the number 6.
Forsyth sends it through. It's all the way into the keeper. Knepper. And DCG wins back possession for the moment. Northcott turns it, sends it deep, but that's going to roll all the way back to Maya Fritz.
Well, so far the Lancers have been soaking up some pressure here in the first 7 minutes of the match. They just need to get into the game, get a hold of the ball, but the problem is the Mustangs aren't giving them time on the ball. They're closing them down, especially in the midfield, and this game could be dominated and won within the midfield within both teams.
Well, DCG trying to turn it back around, and it goes off the official. So we'll see a drop ball here. Deep kick right into the middle. And Lancers come away with it. Paige Kuhn. That one goes all the way back. Bartek trying to turn it around. And right into the keeper.
First little test there for Fritz. She did happen to mention to me before the game that she had got herself a new goalkeeper jersey. Last year it was the bright one.
Yeah, she's got the kind of the bluish red.
The red, white, and blue.
So she's not superstitious about changing it after the championship then, huh? Winning last year?
No, not at all. Something new for the following year. That's
All right, here comes Northcott. Up in the middle, Mueller. Right back defensively is Knief.
Knief did well there just to shield the ball and secure possession back into Williamson.
And dropped down the other way. Hoffbauer chasing to the corner and beat there by Ward. Ward really put on a burst of speed. goes out, but kind of turned that around. It looked like Hoffbauer is going to have a little time and room down there, but
Yeah, Lexi Ward actually did very well there coming across to cover that. She had to run an extra 8 yards from behind Hoffbauer.
DCG again now. North drops it back to Solis. Over here to Knisley. She gets it through to Hilsenbeck. And now North's got a chance to kind of set it up a little bit. Up in the middle looking for Hilsenbeck. And that'll go back to DCG.
The Lancers are now settling into the game. They just need to get more of a flow rather than just getting the ball forward first time, maybe possess the ball.
Looked like they were going to there, and then they just, as you said, booted it, and then they didn't get, the offense kind of going. Up ahead, gets through there. Sear sends it across. Wide, Solis.
There's off an acute angle there.
That one goes out, just out as Knisley was trying to keep it in. We'll have our first IMT insurance substitution, and we'll have 4 for North Scott and 2 for DCG. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. So we got Scott, Schronenberg, and we'll get the rest of them here as soon as we can on the substitutions. Also Fitzgibbons and McGee, looks like, as it's booted up there on the run. Cross wide of the goal by Sear.
Napa just did enough there, narrowing the angle there on Sear. Sear did very well to get there. Good goalkeeping, though, by Napa.
DCG keeping the pressure on again. Headed out. They're going to clear it out the side. And Landry Glasgow came in. Will throw it in. Trying to throw it deep toward the box. Flip back. A good boot and a wide. There by Kaylin Mills. Also new in the match here. How do you as a coach judge, players, they sometimes don't want to come out in the heat and stuff like this. Is there a way you judge it, knowing them how they play as a coach and when to take them in and when to sub?
I probably wouldn't have made the changes too soon. I would have let the players play a little longer. But, all the coaches have a different style, especially with high school and the heat. As long as the depth is quality coming into the game.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's just player for player, so nothing tactical.
Inside and just wide of the goal. That was Renz there.
There was a great opportunity there. Renz just side footing the ball, crossed in first time by Hoffmeier.
And now the goal kick by North Scott.
Actually crossed by Mills.
DCG gets possession again. Over to Renz. Up ahead. Cuts it back. Glasgow. Goal!
What a finish that is.
Took it to the left, back to the right, and fired it home.
Landry Glasgow with a bit of a slice and dice there, taking on her left, cutting past the defender onto her right foot and putting it past the goalkeeper.
And it was tough for the keeper, too, because that defender was behind, and she got around and got that shot by her, and the keeper couldn't have really a clear angle where it was going to go till late.
Yeah, Nepa's angle was off. She came too far to her left-hand side, which opened up most of the goal as Nisley just delivers the ball deep into DCG's half.
And that'll go out. That'll stay with North Scott. So DCG strikes first here. And we'll have another substitution, IMT Insurance substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. It's Hilsenbeck back in to the matchup. And the official said, wait till I get the subs in and give you the okay to start. I'll throw it in again here. And it comes in, drop back, over and headed out. Back in, knocked out again. DCG clears it out of there. Ball up, and then two Lancers run into each other. There's a left foot. She didn't get much on that as she was trying to turn White. But
Nicely just picking up the pieces on the edge of the penalty area, getting the ball onto her left foot. Didn't quite get a hold of it. It's going to take something special to beat Fritz in goal there for DCG.
Glasgow came in hard and couldn't quite pull that ball back, and now a substitution here again for North Scott, brought to you by IMT Insurance. And they'll throw it in. Ellie Scott headed back by Renz. Up ahead. And Knief goes down and stays down after the contact there.
Yeah, Knief's still down out of the picture.
And the keeper now picks up the ball and points back. It's Knief gets up.
Rather gingerly.
Yeah. Kind of like took it in the hip. She's going to be helped off. And we'll get a couple substitutions in. One for her and then an extra one there, and then North Scott will get one in too. Looks like back in is Addie Jansen, the junior. And we'll restart play with Maya Fritz booting it.
Decent range on that delivery, just over the halfway line.
Good bounce, and then Mills can't quite drop it down. Step in now. There goes Jansen. North Scott be more deliberate passing it out, and then knocked away by Renz. Turn around. They got Glasgow. She gets by the defender. The defender comes over the top, and then it's going to be knocked out. That'll be our first corner of the day. Brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. Learn more at krugerseed.com. So they've got Jansen and Renz over there, and they get it in short. Send it across, but it's headed out. And now North Scott trying to get it back under pressure. Pokes it to the middle. Nobody there, but they do come over now. Was Isley. It seemed like they're doing a better job of working through that defense now.
Yeah, nicely just going square, playing the ball out wide for Arbogast.
Long kick that's going to go way high. And 2 more substitutions for Northcott. 23 minutes, we get down to about 20 or so, then they take a water break because of the heat index.
Kennedy Tyson back into the midfield.
Comes out of there, DCG trying to turn it around. Yes, it does. Up ahead for Mills. Mills runs it down and just clearing it out is Bella Warm.
Addie Jensen just playing the ball around the corner.
And Glasgow sends it in. Oh, just off the foot, knocked out of there. Still out in front of the goal, but cleared finally by Northcott. Kenna McGee turn that around now. And clear the keeper. Wide shot.
Word.
Wow. Nicely. Had the keeper to the right, tried to go left and just wide.
Is that going to be a chance that's going to haunt them later on in the game? Because that was a fantastic opportunity. Reese Hilson back, just opening up her hips a little too much, placing the ball wide of the post after having Fritz beaten.
Nope. Okay. There, he didn't give the whistle to go, so now he does, and booted out of there by Fritz. But sent back the other way, Isley. And Fritz this time will corral it. Send it deep, off the chest there, and then we've got a push.
That's what Ella Forsyth's going to offer. Ball into her, she can hold it up. She does a great job. She can win free kicks from those positions, but then she needs players working off her. So Kylie Knife, Addie Jansen, they can all work off her, one in behind.
There's Northcott back. Knocked down by Nisley. She'll drop it back and then taken away by Glasgow. And then Nisley back the other way.
It's good defending actually there by Nisley.
Yeah.
Just getting her body across the ball, shielding it, securing it.
Forsyth still limping around a little bit after taking that shot in the hip. Well, Bullock will settle it.
I noticed how Nisley just dropped in just in case possession was lost, and that she's still screening that ball.
Big boot the other way. That's going to go out to Northcott. And that will be our water break here. 1-0 DCG as we hit the water break about halfway through the first half. We'll take a break and come back with more. After this, you're watching the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Welcome back. Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career building programs and with tuition less than 20.
That slice and dice into the box, just stepping across the ball, taking it onto a right foot and then planting it past the goalkeeper, Napa, who came out didn't quite have the angle she wanted. She was too far to her left-hand side, left a gaping goal open. It was a great start, but nervy start for the Lancers. Most definitely a nervy start. But, you know, talking to the coach earlier on, DNS, they're just excited to be here at this stage as well, you know. And he had a lot to say for the players, and he's got quality players in the team. But I think they just need to keep the squad in that's there, the 11, try and get a momentum to the game.
Get a rhythm. And,
because when you're making changes so quickly, it can throw it off. Mm-hmm. But sometimes fresh legs are good. I mean, it's a strategy that's probably been employed the whole season.
Well, but I think, too, through this season, we haven't had the hot weather till just recently, you know, and maybe that hasn't been as big an issue for substitution. But I think sometimes you get a little worried about, am I going to have fresh enough legs, you know, when I need them? But
yeah, and you know, even the depth coming off the DCG bench is strong. I mean, but you look at players like Elena Bartek. Elena Bartek just cleans everything up. So the Bartek nicely battle in the midfield there with one holding midfielder against an attacking midfielder. It's going to be an absolute battle. But I've been impressed with Bartek so far as how she's broken up play, cleaned everything up, just played it simple, looks to get it at feet.
And Jansen, that'll be a corner. So they force a second corner here, Kruger Seeds corner. If you're in need of first-class corner soybean seed, go to KrugerSeeds.com. Comes across the middle, headed back out. Right there is Hoffbauer. She pushes up ahead, but now turning and clearing it is Hilsenbeck.
Just gives the Lancers enough time to regroup here off the ball, shape up.
They've been back on their heels quite a bit here in the first half, haven't they?
Yeah, they just need to be a little more quicker, closing down.
Lob this in toward the middle, goes over the head. Now a chance to head out, but battling for it, DCG, as Renz kept it alive. Well, they tried to just sneak it in there by the defender, but didn't get through. Now back over here.
Mola just playing the ball back into pressure. She could have held on to that and waited for support. The option was to turn outside.
Here's Sear with it. Sear looking, take it away.
It's a good tackle by Knisley.
Yep.
Read it well. Knisley's a quality player. She won't dive in. She'll wait till the last minute and then put the tackle in.
Trying to get it there. She gets it up the line. It stays in.
It's better from Mola. Yep, she wins a free kick this time.
Draws it on the second contact from Glasgow.
I noticed at the back, Caroline White has switched to the right centre back. Gills moved to the left centre back.
Knocked down by Bartak. Bartak slides it through, keeps going. Now over the head of Sear.
As Bartek goes forward, Renz just holds her position in the midfield, just making sure there's no space there to play it through into the front line for the Lancers. There's a tough challenge going in there.
There's a foul against Jansen. She's still down. And coach is going to come out.
Eddie Jansen.
She's going to come off here. And we'll get a chance for a couple substitutions with the stoppage. Alex Hoffbauer back over. And the free kick from the half carries it wide to the corner, and that's going to go out. He said he caught the North Polk defender, said it was touched, so that'll be a Kruger Seeds corner. Or more about Kruger Seeds at KrugerSeed.com. So the third corner here now for DCG. This one's low, swinging in a little bit and goes behind the goal. And that's another corner.
Very interesting to see that the Lancers have left 3 players out of the penalty area.
This one looping in, knocked out of there.
Off the line.
And DCG back. And North Scott now trying to counter the other way, but DCG is right there. Now taken it. Oh, tried to sneak it inside there to Sear, but
That was Solus with the clearance off the line, off that second corner. Look at the pace there of Mackenzie Moeller closing down. She's done well there, winning the ball off Williamson.
Brought in. Across the goal, was looking for a teammate coming in there, but just couldn't quite get it. Now on their horse the other way, Glasgow. And it'll go out. She'll throw it in quickly.
Bella Warm did well there.
Now he's going to make him bring it back and throw it in.
As Larson, the AR, opting for the 2 feet.
One of the taller officials you'll see.
I wish I had his view.
So now Hoffbauer will throw it in for DCG. And get it in there to Forsyth and back out.
Ella Forsyth just dropping into the midfield.
And Glasgow trying to turn it. Oh, tried to go between her legs, but nothing doing there for Brooke Bullock. And Bullock finally wins the ball back. And substitutions again.
So Ella Forsyth is now playing as the 10 for DCG. And Kenna Knief is playing up front as the 9.
Kennedy Thiessen back in and Delaney Fitzgibbon back in for an IMT Insurance substitution. Right into the chest there of Renz. Headed up. Trying to get control. Drops it back. As Thiessen tried to clear it out of there. DCG turns it back around and right into the defender is Hoffbauer. Drops it back. Here's a long chipper right up to the chest there. Over Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer cross off the top of the bar, and it'll be a goal kick.
That looked like it went in from this angle here, but obviously not just off the crossbar. But what a great combination there with Forsyth and Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer on the initial layoff, spinning out, looking for the initial ball.
About a half-inch lower than that would have. It was just in the very, just up a little too high in the bottom of that crossbar that it angled out.
What a combination there as well from Forsyth into Hoffbauer.
Now back in. Keeper has to come down and smother it. Diving is Knepper.
Knepper did well there with Knief, Kenneth Knief, just lurking.
Now the freshman coming in on that. Now a little jam up there, and Norscott comes out of there with it. Hilsenbeck keeps the ball, takes it to the left side.
Needs support.
Now trying to get back through by another defender, but too many finally as Caroline White. And there she is again. Now they just roll it inside. Going up top. 2-touch, 3-touch. Looking for a shot. There's a left-footed shot, and it's caught. I think that would have been outside the post anyway by Thiessen, but
Yeah, Thiessen just needed another step onto that to get her hips around the ball. Missed kick there.
and Norskott will just clear it out.
Lexi Ward did well.
Yeah, Hoffbauer was closing in on that. And substitutions again here as we go under 11 minutes to play, first half. DCG scored about 13 minutes in.
Paige Kopp coming onto the left-hand side in the left back position.
Shot right in and handled by Knepper.
Good strike there from Ella Forsyth.
Turn back around, DCG back to it. Up ahead, good flick through. And the keeper comes out as Sear sent it through for Knief. But Knepper came up and got it.
Knepper did well there. Came out nice and strong, commanding her penalty area. That's what you want from the goalkeeper.
There's a little push down, and it'll be a free kick for Norskott. Under 10 to play here in the first half.
There's options to the right-hand side there for a quick free kick. That could be on. Then a delivery from a wide area.
Comes in a little short.
I would have probably gone to the right-hand side with the initial one. Starting position was a little off there from Paige Kuhn.
Now back to DCG. And headed back out. And they'll just clear it out. Norskott. DCG moves deeper. Slides it, trying to go into the middle there, looking for Knief. Got back over, knocked out. And Bartak kept it alive. Now they'll circle around Jansen. They take it away. McGee. And then stepping up is Gill.
Square ball, well taken care of by Gill. Ella Forsyth forcing a free kick. But there's not enough movement up front to stretch the line here, Dar. You know, all the players are square. In that situation, it was easy for Gill to read. They need to get players stretching the line right away, and it's got to be on the sprint. And if they do that, they'll drop the back line and create space in between the lines.
Here's the free kick coming in. One bounce to Knepper.
Knepper just holding on to the ball this time, not looking for the quick one out. Just to try and get the players regrouped.
Now quick back the other way. Sear. Sear still working with it, sends it toward the middle. Headed out, Sear coming right back in. They clear it away from her. But DCG holds possession.
You can see how the Norskott Lancers are trying to get the matchups right with Sear. I mean, Sear's a difficult player to deal with. There's a lot of space on the far side there for Jansen.
Jansen. And Jansen stops. Oh, she was going to try to sneak it in, I think, to Sear, but defender got there. Now they lob it up over. Bartak trying to run it down. Or Hoffbauer, excuse me.
Nicely clearing, but not enough.
White sends it up, back over to Sear. Sear trying to get possession. Goes down.
Kuhn's got to be careful there. She's given away a free kick.
Yeah, now she did. So in a little closer here now. DCG with the free kick here from the left side. Comes in high, just over the goal.
Just skimmed over the crossbar there from Caroline White.
It looked like Nepper had a little trouble judging if it was dropping or not, and then it got over.
The question is, could Canepa, did she have that covered if it did drop?
I don't know. She didn't put her hand up till late. You know, it seemed like she was a little unsure what it was doing. But no harm. They get the goal kick here. There's White. Tried to go outside Hoffbauer, but
just looking at the goalkeeper's range there, Canepa, DCG could actually press a little bit higher and fill in the spaces, squeeze a little bit higher here, get the back line onto the halfway line, just because it's pointless dropping off that deep when they can squeeze into central areas here.
Ball down there, run down by McGee. McGee still dumps it inside and then cleared finally as Paige Kopp was coming over, trying to draw a bead on it. She had an open net for a minute there, but good defending coming across. I think that was Jansen, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Just one thing with the Lancers, they are dangerous going forward. And if they can get the ball into the right areas, I'd say wide areas out on the left center back, right center back, they'll be very dangerous.
Good high throw coming in there. Knocked down. Trying to turn it around now. DCG clears it back out.
Skiles should have looked to combine there with Kopp.
Kuhn has it, drops it back. Now sends it up high over the top. And DCG now has an open right side to come up. And knock it down by Steiner.
It's good advantage from the referee, and that should be a foul there. Surprisingly not.
Yeah, that was...
At least the advantage was played, but the second challenge was a foul, that's for sure.
Yeah. People were wondering, you say advantage because you want to let them continue on with the play. You don't want to blow it dead, and it did go on up to the Lancers, but then it looked like there might have been a foul after that. But
yeah, and you look at the second phase, was their advantage, but there was a foul on the second phase, in my eyes. But the initial play from the referee was good.
Yeah.
You know, you play advantage, let the game go.
And now... Okay, we're under 3 minutes, and now it'll be, we got an IMT insurance substitution again. And it'll be a throw in on the far side for North Scott. Headed up by DCG, trying to run it down.
Caleb Mills coming in at right center back by the looks of it for DCG.
And then a foul on North Polk, so DCG will get a free kick as we approach the final 2 minutes here. I saw a goal yesterday in 50 seconds and one in 49 right before the halftime, so you always got to be careful with.
The rotation is on our near side, so this should be the switch in here, with Mills dropping in as Renz went forward.
And
head to head.
Steiner is going to send her out. But she went up over the top, I think was the thing.
Isabella Steiner.
He didn't give a card. Did he?
So Steiner's gone off. Yeah, so head to head.
Yeah.
Obviously, they take precautions. Got to be very careful nowadays with the concussion protocols.
Yeah. Oh, there at the end, I think he played advantage and then called the foul on after Glasgow was fouled. So.
I think Caroline White will go direct here with just coming up to a minute left in the first half.
I don't get it, Dad.
My guess is she'll go direct.
I don't get it. What happened?
On the run up. And you're right. She was trying to get it to the left side there, but didn't get a whole lot on it.
The distance is way too long for her. If you're going to hit it from there, you've got to really strike through the ball. Canepa looking for the quick one out the back. But again, the press from Cameron Smith on the far side was just immaculate.
Up ahead, trying to turn it is Glasgow. And right to the keeper, Knepper. 34 seconds to go here.
30 seconds!
Headed way up ahead. And had Hilson back up there. Couldn't quite get it to her. Now they get it back. And going to turn it around. Renz sends it deep.
Should be easy for Canepa.
Yep, keeper comes out, Knepper. 6 seconds to go. She's going to hang on to it for a little bit, I think, and then just boot it and let the half run out. And she does. And so to be DCG 1, North Scott nothing here at the half of this 2A semifinal. Winner looking for a trip to the state tournament matchup. Let's take a break. We'll do that, and we'll come back with more at halftime for the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Here at the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson, Justin Vorster at halftime. DCG scoring with 27-25 to go in the first half to take a 1-0 lead. And DCG is kind of dominated in the ball in their half for quite a bit of this first half, Justin. And North Scott a few times had a couple looks or one real good look that they just missed on. So, it's still anybody's ball game here at the half.
I'm actually very, very surprised at the pace of this game and that both sets of players, the 22 that have been out there with the changes that have been coming in, the amount of running that has been happening with both sides has been unbelievable. I didn't think the pace of the game would be like this. If they can keep it up, the second half will be fantastic. Here's what I think. I think North Scott, if they can get the ball into the wide areas of the left centre back and the right centre back, they are dangerous up front. Mm-hmm. And get Kendall Knisley up further up the field because she can strike a ball from distance.
Yeah.
And I've been really happy with how Fitzgibbon has come in, McGee, and how McGee's come in as well. And the pressure they've put there, they've had one really good chance where Fritz was beaten and the ball just went past the post. That was a great chance. That was an opportunity. But I think there's going to be a change in the second half. I think the Lancers will come out and pile on some pressure here because it's all to play for now.
Yeah.
So I think
you got one half left. It could be your season over or you advance. So,
yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we're at halftime here, and once again, we'd like to take a moment to thank our title sponsor, Iowa Farm Bureau, for their support of the state soccer tournament. Earlier this week, the IGHSAU had an opportunity to speak with Farm Bureau President Brent Johnson, and let's go to that and learn a little bit more about it.
We'd like to welcome you to the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Soccer Tournament. I'm Erin Kirtley with the IGHSAU. We hope you've enjoyed the first half of action here at today's match. 2023 marks the 26th year of the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament, and we are so thankful for all of those who support this event and help us put this on. None other than our proud title sponsor, Farm Bureau. Joining me here today is Brent Johnson, president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. So why does the Iowa Farm Bureau invest in the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union?
Well, first of all, Erin, I want to congratulate the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union for 26 years of state soccer. That's absolutely fantastic. And for the Farm Bureau to be involved in the last 18, we couldn't be prouder to be a part of this. You know, these kids that are competing here today, they are amongst the nation's brightest and best student athletes, and just like Iowa's farmers are the best in the country at what they do, this opportunity to partner with you gives us the opportunity to celebrate both. We at Farm Bureau, we love to promote the kids, and after all, they will be someday our future leaders. And there's so many ways that we support them. You know, annually, every year, we give over $500,000 in scholarships across the entire state so that those kids continue their education. We have partnered with you and the High School Boys Association in providing concussion insurance for those kids participating in sanctioned sports. There's really only 7 states that even provide that opportunity for kids. We've helped teachers with, over the last several years, providing $450,000 in supplies for their classrooms so they can do their job. And just recently, we just gave $1 million to the Iowa FFA Foundation so they can continue to promote Iowa agriculture and tell the story as to why agriculture touches all of our lives every single day.
So the student athletes participating in this year's state tournament are taking home some awesome souvenirs. Can you tell us a little bit more about those?
Yeah, you know, the Signature Ball program has been a student favorite for years now. You know, and it's one of those mementos that those kids get to take with them. Every student participating in the tournament gets one of these signature balls that they can have their teammates, their coaches, and their mentors sign so that one day they can look back and think, you know, the hard work and dedication that they put into their sport, it earned them the right to play at this tournament, and they can remember that in this Signature Ball program.
Thanks again, Brent, and to Farm Bureau, and enjoy your second half of soccer.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
You're watching the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. We're at halftime here. This 2A semifinal, DCG got a goal from Landry Glasgow, the sophomore, off the bench, and did a nice job to get by the defender and put it in there with 27-25 to go in the first half. North Scott had a big chance at an open net, but just went wide. And Dar Daniels in here with Justin Borster, and they're kind of making their adjustments here at the half. You talked a little bit about what North Scott might do, and as DCG, what do you think they have to do here to keep this up?
They're going to have to tighten up at the back. Neela Williamson, maybe the sun's in her eyes, but when the flight trajectory of the ball is coming into her, she's not timing it right, and it's deflecting off and it's going over her, which is allowing the forwards of the Lancers to progress onto that. They need to drop at the right time, but also maybe Elena Bartek just drops off a little more. or because the lines are just, there's too much space between them. Now, if Gill and White, if they tuck in a little more just to stop the ball from being played in between them, and that's where the Lancers will take advantage of it, as it showed on the second chance they had out in the wide area where the ball came across. It was a great chance, but just not enough bodies in the box. That's where they really need to tighten up. As far as going forward, I mean, they're quality going forward. They've got a lot of pace, and I tell you what, I've got to give credit to, Bella Warm, Ward, and Kuhn at the back. I mean, they've done a magnificent job, and not just that, Napa in goal. She's played a high line. She's commanded it, apart from the goal that was scored against her. But she's commanded her line. She's come out. She's looked to play out of the back when it's on, and needs to continue doing that. This game has got another 2 goals in it.
All right, well, we'll see. two minutes to go before the end of the half here. Let's take another break. We'll do that. We'll be back with more at the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
We're here at the County Soccer Complex in Des Moines. Get ready for the start of the second half of the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Darn Daniels and Justin Forster. The teams will switch sides. You'll see Northcott now in the white on the left of your screen. DCG in red on the right. DCG with a 1-0 lead here as we start the second half. Justin Forster thinks there'll be at least 2 more goals scored here.
It looks like the Lancers have changed to a back 4. I'll confirm that. Might be a good decision to do that because Sear and Forsyth have been pinned up against their 3.
And here we go. Lancers kick it off. High one. Knocked down by Smith. And it'll go out to Northcott. That is headed up, kept in by Moeller. Here's Northcott right away. Out of the gate, crossed the goal by Nisley.
That was a good chance there. Great combination there. The ball played in for Nisley. Good ball across the box. Testing Fritzy.
Maya Fritz, the senior goalkeeper for the Mustangs, trying to get back to the title matchup once again. Sent it out wide. Up in the middle, stepping in. Bullock sends it over. But coming back through, stepping in herself is Bartak. Bartak leaves it outside for Smith. Smith will take it back to the middle, lobs it up over the top. Looking there for Forsyth, and she ends up in a pile there over the top of the keeper.
Credit to Steiner. That was good defending, just getting her body across the ball and the player, making it easier for Napa to come out and smother that. Another combination there.
Northcott back the other way.
So I like the way McGee's coming into the hole, just either to hold it off or just to lay it off. That's the second one she's done. First one was the layoff into Nisley.
And battle up top there with it. Wren sends it up ahead. With it is Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer slides it inside, and Sear couldn't get a foot on it, and now North Scott clears it. North Scott going to head back the other way, and that one will go out. Well, the pace starting out real fast again here.
Brooklyn Bullock's starting position there was absolutely fantastic, just staying inside the attacking player there for the Mustangs, with Cameron Smith lurking, just managed to get that ball clear. That's a critical clearance.
Renz sends it over. Now up ahead, they were looking for Sear up there. And Forsyth sends it up. Hoffbauer trying to run it down on the far side. Still battle for it. Sear goes down, still moving. Now up in the air. And DCG comes away with it. Sear out on the right side. Sear looking for an opening. Sent it in there. Does. Oh, wide of the goal.
Yeah, no one on the far post.
DCG comes around. Back over. Far side, and Hoffbauer trying to run it down again. Does. Back toward the middle to Sear, but knocked away. Defender takes it out of there. Back the other way. She had a lot of open space, so she just kept it moving.
The ball into Nisley here looks good on our near side. Just out of your picture. If Nisley hits that space, she's in. They haven't spotted her yet. Spartek cleans it up.
Now White will turn it back. White goes into the middle there looking for Forsyth. Forsyth goes down, keeps the ball though. Now they're going wide over there for Smith, and it's going to go out for a goal kick.
Yeah, just earlier on there when McGee got the ball turned to our side of the field, Nisley, who was out of your picture, loves to make those darting runs into the space in the wide area where there was an overload. And she had the support there as well of Mola. If that's spotted, it could be dangerous.
So Nepper ready to boot it out of there. Sends it over to the left side. Handled by Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer sends across Smith. Cameron Smith now. Defended there by Bullock. Gets by Bullock. Now going down to the corner, but good support. Coming up is Skiles.
Bullock wasn't getting past the second challenge of Tabitha Skiles. Skiles did really well in that challenge. Play on, says the referee here.
Forsyth. Now here's Bartek. We're going to drop it all the way back. Up, but intercepted.
Look at that run from Nisley. Again,
taken right back.
Yeah.
Bartek.
But Nisley was in between in the gap there.
Just caught at the back heel of Sear. She tried to sneak it through to her. Man, if that gets through, that's right at her feet.
Just off the back of her feet, didn't quite turn quick enough. Did Sear on the half turn. But just watch Nisley's runs in between the lines. Great combination in here for Moeller on the ball.
Moeller sends it over and out of the reach of Hilsenbeck.
The combinations are starting to work here on the counter-attack for the Lancers.
Sear sends it through. And then they'll just clear it out of there.
You can see the game starting to open up now. Just the pace of the game.
Yeah, yep.
Just through fatigue.
Oh, nice little, almost going to say she snuck it through there, but she didn't. The defender came in.
This is where in situations like this, you put key players in between the lines that are going to make things happen on the counter-attack and transition. And also get your team to move at the pace of the ball. So when the ball goes back, you got to step. Move at the pace of the ball.
Smith into Forsyth. Forsythe drops it back. Now back over Smith. She's trying to go clear across, but now Hoffbauer's over there. Hoffbauer runs it down. Hoffbauer pushes it in. Sear tried to get a foot in there, but couldn't get to it. Was shielded off the ball.
You've got to give credit to the defender there. That was absolutely fantastic. Skiles just coming and doing enough on Sear. And again, it's those moments, the details. Although Sear was there, Skiles did an absolutely brilliant job.
So we get an IMT insurance substitution. Ellie Scott in. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. Yeah, you just get the feeling something's going to break open here. Watch it with the way.
I'm not going to put my money on it right now, but as this game opens up, players get fatigued, mistakes, technical errors happen, tactical errors, just not covering space, the counter movements. But I've been impressed. I'm being impressed with how the Lancers are defending, which means are they going to get rewarded somewhere along the line?
And Smith called for the push there. And Nicely back there doing a nice job defensively.
North Scott should look at keeping the ball here, because if they go straight in here, they're going to go into red jerseys. Decent ball though. Jansen.
DCG gets it up ahead. Here's Sear. Sear goes down, and then they'll just clear it out.
Skiles again doing a great job there on Sear. Reverting to a back four for North Scott, I think, is a great decision from the coaching staff.
Oh, that one got in there, was kind of lazily hopping in, and all of a sudden.
Nepper did well there. She actually reads the ball well. She comes out. She's not shy to come off a line. I like that in goalkeepers.
Now they get it outside.
Asking a lot there of nicely.
They'll turn it with Jansen. Jansen
forced wide there. Actually, again, good defending by Thiessen.
Throw into Sear. Sear turns it, cuts it back in. Now lobs it up over, just over the head there of Forsythe.
Good defending again.
Hoffbauer pulls it back around. Hoffbauer. Across the top, Smith tried to turn on it, but the defender right there again. Again, Scott.
No, there was an advantage there, but that was a foul.
Yeah.
There was no intent to win the ball. I've been impressed with how the back four defending. Dar at this point of the game. The recovery of players, especially in the wide areas. Ellie Scott's done well. Tucking in, winning the ball. Also Skiles. Being impressed, a lot better. But these are moments here, like 10 minutes gone. Soak up the pressure, because something's going to happen between the lines. But you get the key players for the Lancers in between the lines. They're creative. I'd get McGee back into the game where she can hold up the ball. She can hold it up and she can combine. Get Knisley working off her. I mean, it worked in the first 5 minutes of the match, and I did like that.
So
hopefully,
let's take a break here while they're attending to the player. You're watching the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Here at the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. A little injury timeout here. And they're getting Lexi Ward up and helping her off. And she's walking off the field on her own power. It's good. And gives both teams a bit of a break. Yeah.
Because she's been really good at centre back. Like I said, I like the change with the two centre backs.
Yeah, they're coming out in the second half.
Yeah.
They've done a good job to
reverting from a 3 to a 4. I think has been beneficial.
So, kind of reset it. It'll be a free kick for Northcott, right? And DCG up 1. They scored with 27-25 to go in the first half. And first 10 minutes have been quite fast pace here in the second half, so we'll see what happens. With the heat, we've had a few clouds coming in now that are helping.
I don't know what clouds you're talking about, Dar.
What's that?
Where the clouds, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's
haven't been around enough.
Down, yeah.
Trouble is, I think they're going to come in and we might get more thunderstorms tonight. Here's ball through and then cleared out of there as Ellie Scott was trying to run that down. Now back up.
This is where they don't let it. If they let her turn, it could be trouble.
Renz up ahead. Glasgow on the wide wing on the left. Glasgow sends it in, and it's going to go out.
Warm again. Just getting her timing right. She would have got her body in between the attacking player and the ball, shielding it out for a goal kick. Some interesting facts here, speaking to Coach Ayres before the game. It's the first time in the school's history that they've got 3 players going on to college to play. You got Knisley going on to Missouri Griffins, Ward going on to Wisconsin Platteville, and then you got Kenner going to Luther. So, he was excited talking about it. It was just amazing how relaxed he was.
It's kind of nice to see that as a coach, isn't it? When your players
you have to go to Dan James and he's like all tense.
Here come the Lancers.
Yes,
looking for the outside run. There she is. Oh, didn't quite get through there. And
there's a favorable bounce there for Fritzy. She could have picked it up.
They had Arbogast coming out on the outside on the run. Now back a run the other way here. Glasgow cuts it back inside. Oh!
Nepa opting to stay on the line. Probably a good decision in that point. And again, the defending was good, just cutting off the angle, making it really, really difficult.
So that'll be a corner
for Glasgow.
Brought to you by Kruger Seeds, first class seed, first name service. Learn more at KrugerSeed.com. Renz kicks it in, and that's going to go behind the goal. And we'll have a substitution.
I hate seeing that with set plays, dead balls just given away, especially on corners. Those are opportunities in your possession to get the ball in the penalty area. See McGee.
You got to have it in front of the net somewhere, don't you, to make something happen?
Absolutely. McGee looks like she's come back in the game. I like the option.
Added up. DCG trying to knock it down, but flicked out of there by Callie Johnson.
It's better from Williamson at the back.
Now McGee. And Keelan Mills over there.
The switch is on here to our near side. She can keep this ball in play. Drive forward, possibly. Look at knees. Easily on the ball. I love the idea of the reverse pass. Didn't quite get her hips around the board to get it in there, but the idea was there.
Just a little wide there, looking for Bailey Arbogast. And knocked down by Knisley. A battle up top and up ahead. Smith off the pass from Knief. Smith pushes it in, still battling the defender. She kicks it out. And the turn back. Good hustle back by Renz, and Renz gets it away.
It's a good tackle there by Renz, just stopping Kendall from playing the diagonal ball. But on the rotation, McGee could have come in just to screen the ball into Knief up front here. If that's done, that ball can't be played into feet.
That'll go out to DCG on the far side. Or no, they're saying it. Okay, now they're saying North Scott. Did he call offside, or was there? No, the
Foul.
arm isn't up, so it must have been a foul. Okay.
There's a short pass is on here. There's a chance to keep the ball.
There they go.
McGee holding the ball up. Looking to combine.
Stepping right in was Gill. Nepper comes up.
Nepper looking to play the ball out wide here to Houston.
Yep, Thiessen.
The angle was on first time here on our near side.
Cameron Smith poked it away. Now in behind Glasgow. And
not a foul.
Yep.
It's not a foul. It's a good tackle that. Good defending.
There's a yellow card.
Steiner did well. She cleared the ball, got the ball. To me, that's a fair challenge.
Isabella Steiner given the card, the junior.
It was a fair tackle, no doubt about it.
Well, the only good news is the call is just outside the box, so it's not a penalty kick, but you're still pretty close here for Hannah Renz.
So Lexi Ward's come back in.
Renz drives it. Oh, knocked away.
What a great save by Nepper. She was blinded by the wall, couldn't quite see it to the last minute. Nepper did really well. Not enough power on the strike as well from Renz, but a last minute save there by Nepper, just parrying the ball over the crossbar.
And that'll be a corner kick for Dallas Center Grimes. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first class seed, first name service at KrugerSeed.com. So here another set piece for DCG. This one's swinging out just a little bit. No, they're going to. He said, was he not ready? Must have not been ready with the whistle for that. Set to kick it, Jansen. Swings out, headed back by Glasgow, and it's going to go out.
Glasgow coming off the bench in the first half. On her first touch, basically, scoring the goal. 14th minute into the game. She's been a menace, but been contained by the two centre backs there for the Lancers.
Now here's North Scott. They held off some charges here in the second half. Another IMT Insurance substitution. We'll be hitting the water break in about 3 minutes. As back in is Kenna Knief, the freshman. And DCG will throw it on the far side.
Ball's going backwards. This is when the Lancers need to step up and squeeze the space, get players forward. The ball in behind. Nicely's injured. That could have been a knee injury on the turn there. Hopefully she's okay.
So now that sets up a free kick for North Scott. Lexi Ward.
Look into the wide areas here. Get one of the wide players for the left-hand side is pretty much open if you have a look at it. The ball into the space there.
She heard you, trying to go a little left, looks like, but comes off the DCG players. Knocked down. Thiessen battling for it. Taken away. Here comes Knief. Knief, but it goes out.
Good block challenge there.
Yeah, Thiessen.
The objective, keeping Knief's head down, so she's not able to play the ball in behind.
Smith gets it in to Forsyth. Going up there looking for Sear. Now it goes out wide. Kaylin Mills. Kaylin Mills. And there's a foul out on the right side.
Some tired challenges going in here.
So it'll be Caroline White setting up for the free kick to the right of the goal.
It's going to be a right-footed outswinger.
Here it comes in, up over the top, but knocked out by North
Nicely
Scott.
just getting a foot to that.
Yeah. Oh. And then a push there.
So there was the advantage on McGee on the half turn to play out. So he could have let that go. And if nothing happened on phase 2 there, then you can bring it back.
Drops in behind. Here's Gill.
Pressure on the ball.
Smith. Off of Smith, out. And they're going to stop it for the water break here with 19:42 to play. Well, I guess it took 2 more seconds.
I hate that because the momentum was already
Yeah,
going that way.
yeah, on
So
that time it
just
seemed
let
like
them
they-
play that, and then
Yeah, they
when
should
there's a
have because
breakdown.
you're right. It seemed like they did have the ball moving that way with kind of DCG back a little bit. But so
We'd like to welcome you to the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Soccer.
it's now available online. Get your smartphones out and scan the QR code on the screen, or go to IGHSAU.org and browse and customize the merchandise to match your style. So clouding up quite a bit now, which is nice because it blocks that sun here, but it's going to, as hard as they're playing, it's going to come down to a big play, or as you said, a tired mistake here, it seems like, Justin.
Yeah, and we knew the pace of the game would dip a little bit here, and it's going to take something special. The Lancers are really holding off well. They're sitting in, they're doing the job off the ball. At the back, they're making sure they're goal side, ball side. Fantastic job. It's going to take something like a counter-attack, where one mistake possibly at the back, where they get players in behind. McGee coming into the midfield, I like that because she can hold the ball up. She's strong. She's very composed on the ball, and she can play players in. But it's getting the runs off the ball. Eliminate the square ball. Get the ball into the wide areas for players to run onto. Now, we saw that at the beginning. When the ball was played into the wide area and the cross came in, it's chances like that. And I think that's where the Lancers will hurt the Mustangs.
So we'll come out of the water break here. They had a little extra break too with the injury timeout earlier, but DCG 1940 away from getting back to the title matchup, and North Scott looking to upset them. A 2 versus 3 matchup, so Tabitha Skiles right here in front of us, flips in and goes through, and DCG comes back. Sends it outside, nobody there. Knocked down by Bartak. And Bartak back in there. There's a tackle, misses. Hilsenbeck.
That was good. The ref played advantage, didn't see anything from it, so he brings it back.
I think that and the offside are the two biggest things the fans never figure out.
Yeah.
There's one right into the keeper.
Should be an easy one for Maya Fitz, who was also a state qualifier in the wrestling tournament.
Yeah.
Did you do the wrestling this year?
You know who did the first ever championship match in the girls' state wrestling tournament this year?
Let me tell you, it was you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was me. That's
so
right.
You're an absolute legend, man.
You know, it was a great tournament. Just quickly, I was kind of wondering what it'd be like that first year, but man, the energy and the crowds and everything.
Is that the first time you've ever done it, or you've done wrestling before?
No, I've done wrestling before, but I hadn't done girls wrestling till this year. And then, of course, this is the first ever sanctioned Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union tournament, but it was fun.
Nice layoff there from McGee, just playing the ball out wide. Her awareness is really good. She knows where she wants to go with the pass. She sees it before she receives the ball.
And now North Scott up ahead. Oh, that was kind of left out there. Now here they've been trying to get that run up the right side, but not there again. And seems like you got to get a little more purpose if you're North Scott, don't you? At this point, you can't just be kicking it in.
I think they need to get another player up front there just to support Mackenzie Moeller up front. They just need 2 pressed up against their 3. Occupy their center backs. I'll get Kendall. I'm sure Kendall Knisley is going to come back in the game at some point. Get Kendall pressed up against Bartak.
Good throw.
Or even get McGee pressed up, like McGee up front. You've got one player that receives and one player with the pace running in behind.
Smith with it. Now drives it into the middle, and I think she's looking for Forsythe to come in there, but marked up well.
Nepper's got to look for the isolations, 1v1, especially in the wide areas here.
Moeller battling. Moeller wins it from Smith, and then it's sent out of there by Gill.
She needs options there.
Trying to drop it to her in the corner. And that'll be a corner now. I believe that's their first corner of the match.
Hilsenbeck into Moeller. Combination. And that's the determination. Moeller coming up, getting the ball, quick throw in.
Brought to you by Kruger Seeds. If you're in the need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seed dealer a call or go online at krugerseed.com. Let's see, Hilsenbeck to take the corner here, trying to get the equalizer. Sends it up high, back the net, head on it by North Scott, but then cleared out. And trying to run it down, Thiessen, but taken back away by Glasgow, now back the other way.
Well played by Skiles there.
And just a little bit too much there.
Head injury.
And they're going to send Elena Bartek out.
That's not quite the player that they went out right now, do the Mustangs. She'll just go off for a quick evaluation.
Yeah, you can't take any chances. You got to check her out. For IMT insured substitution. And it's Addie Jansen back in for her. Headed up over. Norscott looking for a crack here in the defense.
Cleared away there by Gill. Just trying to clear the lines, relieve a bit of pressure after the momentum change here, going the Lancers' way.
McGee heads it back up. Oh, turn around and then the foul call on Skiles. So it'll be a free kick up here for DCG. Under 15 minutes to play in this semifinal, Class 2A. Winner advances to play in the title matchup.
Bartek with a crafty little pass with the outside of her foot. And Glasgow asking for the advantage. Here's the overlap on the left-hand side here with Gill. It's on.
Moeller to kick. Takes it to the right side. Still up in the air. Down now, flicked back by Glasgow and goes out.
Looks like the ref blew for an infringement.
So then that'll be a free kick then for Norscott. And that cleared back out.
Neela Williamson's having a better second half here for DCG at the back. Playing with a little more confidence.
Yeah,
So
Williams.
it looks like the DCG have dropped him with two holding midfielders with Jansen and Renz. Just sitting in front of the back three. Great challenge there. But this is where the back line needs to squeeze up. Too many gaps between the space, between the lines.
Yeah. Oh, she's going to try to flick that right outside to Smith. But instead it goes back the other way. Can she run it down? Does. And it's Hilsenbeck knocking it off the DCG player. We'll have some IMT insured substitutions here for both teams. One of them coming in is Kenna Knief.
Bartek's back in. Jensen's out. It's generally what Dan James does. 1-0 up, tries to manage the game. He'll drop him with a 6-6. Good ball played in here for Neasley.
Turns it back in. Left footer, knocked away.
Nicely with a turn. Great run in between the lines. It's going to take a moment of brilliance like that, but what a save there by Fritz. Fritzy diving to her left-hand side. It's a good strike there from Kendall.
DCG. Thiessen trying to run it down. Now outside Smith. Smith pulls it back. Hilsenbeck all over her and sends it out.
Hilsenbeck did well there.
Be a throw in.
11 minutes to go. Nobody's giving up in this game, Dar.
Yeah.
It's a fight to the end. After that ferocious first half we saw, the pace of the game was unbelievable. You can see the doll now. Players are getting tired.
Yeah, they started the second half pretty strong too. They're maybe easing just a bit here, but it's almost they're slowing. They're finding a few more angles and passing lanes. Like there, up ahead, a little too far.
This is where they need to get players up. You see, the press isn't coming in quick enough. Where Renz is able to come in and pick the ball up, and I know the players are tired, but this is where you've got to put the effort in with 10 minutes to go if you want to try to get back in this game. And again there, be aware of the players that are around you.
Sear turns it, shoots it up ahead, And the keeper comes out, Nepper.
Nepper has options to her left-hand side if she plays it quickly. Just for some movement here. I understand players are tired and they don't want it at this point with the amount of running that they've been doing.
And foul called on DCG.
Knisley's on here for a short ball. Get on the half turn. If she gets on the half turn here, Knisley, number 17. Look over there on the left-hand side as well. Just play the ball out there.
Didn't quite get it over there.
Good challenge. Solus going in with the challenge there.
Yeah, they're going to call the foul on Solus.
Solus and Gill. Three changes coming in for the Lancers, as you can see on the far side. Somebody's got to get a hold of that. Don't let the ball bounce.
Thiessen.
Nice turn there from Thiessen. McGee.
McGee's been solid in her, now knocked away by...
Yeah, she got her head up there and then put it down to play it. Maybe that's a moment to play it in behind.
Here comes Knief.
Paige Kuhn back in.
Yeah. Long throw. Knocked out to DCG.
This is where you take the risk. Maybe just go sacrifice a player at the back. Push an extra player in one of the wide areas and get the ball played in wide.
8.5 to play. There you go. Oh, nice. Keep that ball back in by Knisley. But then cleared by White.
Yeah, White just managing to get that ball clear as Molo was onto her.
Oh, try. Came up Forsyth and blocked that one. Forsyth gets it back.
Renz and Forsyth closing down in the midfield, doing everything.
Yep, there's a foul on Forsyth. So. DCG playing a little bit of a timing game now, too.
Nepa has a quick option to her right-hand side, but Knief has spotted it.
Smith battling there, and Hilsenbeck tried to turn that around. Spin around by Knief. Knief is fouled by Kuhn.
Knief actually did very well there, just slowing down and then changing her pace there, forcing Kuhn to foul her. Just coming across, it was more a lethargic foul, clipping her heels.
So for DCG...
From that distance, I think 2 in the wall would be fine. Get an extra player in the box.
Yeah, really, because...
Just that angle, 3, 2 would be all right.
Well, she tried to loop it around and go left side, but not there. Some substitutions again for Northcott, IMT Insurance substitutions.
You can see the idea there from Renz, just trying to bend it around the wall, but you've got to get power on that. Sometimes you can't be too cute. You've just got to go up there and just smash the ball, get your hips around the ball.
Sent back the other way by Bartek. Scott, drop it back. Now up ahead.
Love the combination there with McGee and Moeller.
Moeller now coming across. Over there is Hilsum back into the middle. Oh, couldn't turn it. Good defending. Knocked out of there.
Bartek stepping in at a critical moment there as Knisley was about to shoot. That was critical defending.
Just stepped up and blocked it. Battling. Spun around by Sear. Now Sear comes up. Circling McGee. McGee sends it wide.
Up for a goal kick. But this is the pressure that's going to now mount on with the change in momentum. Just under 5 minutes to go. That chance, that was a critical chance, but what a tackle by Bartek.
Bartek, yeah.
That was Bartek. That was huge.
She wasn't there, but then just stepped in and was. And,
Kendall Knisley was turning onto her favored left foot, and that was critical defending. So it looks like there's going to be a change here. They're going still forward at the back. So what's happened here is Paige Kuhn is now pushing forward onto our near side, right-hand side. I would still go 3 at the back. Now's the chance. You have to go for it. I'll take those options, and it looks like number 13, Skiles, is coming at right back. I've been impressed with her, actually, the second half.
Knocked through there, still going. Glasgow.
And what a save there by Napper. And manages to keep the ball in.
Yeah, keep it in her hands.
Looks forward, looking for the quick one. I love the urgency.
Glasgow on the run, got it, but Nepper. Yeah,
was a chance.
I mean, wow. Back to DCG. 4 minutes to play.
Gill, Cameron Smith just slowing the game down for Gill. The referee opts to
stops the clock.
Stop the clock.
Nicely
looking to switch it. Nicely's used all her energy.
Oh, leave it in the middle. Now turning back around is Kuhn.
Here's the switch. The switch is on the far side.
They got Kuhn up on the right side, couldn't see her.
Oh, well played there by McGee, but the cover there from
Thiessen. Or excuse me, that was Sear. Wrong 2.
The cover there from Sear was unbelievable, just stepping in front of McGee.
Here comes Norscott. Approaching 3 minutes to play. They need a goal to even it up.
There's the ball in it.
Oh, got it up and just got the foot on it. Was Gill, but that's going to be a corner.
Alexis Gill just managing to get a right foot to that, knocking it out for a corner. Tell you what.
Brought to you by Kruger Seeds. Go to KrugerSeeds.com to find out more. This one swinging out. Thiessen got a foot on it now. Trying to keep it alive is Kuhn. Kuhn sends it back over. DCG hasn't cleared it yet. Kuhn fires wide, and it's picked up by the keeper.
Kuhn with an absolute thunderous delivery, outswinger into the box. Nobody quite getting on the end of it. Just needed that one person there just to get on the end of that ball. Throw your body on the line. These next 2 minutes here, are going to feel like 10. That's for sure.
2 minutes to play. DCG trying to get back to the title game. Norscott trying to knock them off. DCG with a 1-0 lead.
They're just going to take that ball to the corner flag just to kill time. Glasgow forcing a foul. Did well, managing the game.
DCG throw. called a foul over there, I guess, before it went out. So they'll get a free kick.
They're shielding the ball in the corner flag. Just killing time. Knief comes back in.
For IMT insurance substitution.
DCG Mustangs will just look to keep the ball in the corner flag there to kill time as we come into just under a minute to go in the final
They get
seconds
it out.
here.
Off Bauer. Just going to keep playing under a minute now.
That was a little bit casual there. This is dangerous.
Sent up ahead.
Look at Kuhn on the overlap.
Hilsenbeck.
Critical defending
Kuhn
there from
heads
Gill.
it up. Kuhn coming in. Nope, defender is going to send it out for a throw in.
This has got to go quickly here.
30 seconds. Long throw, headed up. Hilsenbeck comes in.
Hilsenbeck.
And wide. Hilsenbeck puts her hands to her head. That may be the last shot attempt
Referee
they get.
stopping time. So that will go back up to probably 15 seconds. It's always a nail biter in the end, isn't it? You know,
What's
you
that?
go the whole game and then there's a nail biter.
Yeah,
in the
I know.
end, you know?
It stops. Not quite as bad as like college basketball, but
Yeah.
so it'll be a goal kick here for DCG. They put 16 seconds on the clock, so added about 5 more on there. They just dribble it out. Oh, that one gets knocked away, and it'll be another goal kick. And the clock is going to count down. The Mustangs are back in the title matchup. DCG holds off a furious challenge by the North Scott Lancers here late. They will dance back to defend their title. We'll get the presentation here of the trophy. And I did not hear what the other game did. Yep, but
Hey, Ben. Yeah. Bye, Carly.
Bye, Ben.
Bye, Leo.
Bye, Dad. That's not
well,
what it is.
North Scott will finish up the season at 14-4.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Waiting for the trophy presentation.
ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the field for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving medallions, every player will receive a commemorative soccer ball and bag tag provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards today from the Girls Union is Gene Berger and Gary Ross. First, congratulations to head coach Dion Ayers and the North Scott Lancers on an outstanding 2023 soccer season. And attention, Dallas Center Grimes fans. Elena Bartok will advance your team to the Class 2A championship game, where the Mustangs will try to defend their 2A title tomorrow at 3 p.m. on Field 6 against Waverly Shellrock. Congratulations.
So Waverly Shellrock winning in the other matchup, and that will be the matchup tomorrow for DCG. Wow, Justin, DCG got that one goal, and then, man, surprised at the pace they continue to play here in the heat and everything here today.
Yeah, the pace was scintillating in the first half with both sides. They're both at it. But, you know, as expected, we expected a a little bit of a lull in the game with the fatigue in the players, but DCG in the end, dominant in possession, dominant in thirds of the field, deserved to go through, but it could have turned the other way with some of the chances that the Lancers had.
All right, that's going to wrap it up here for the 2A semifinal. The 3A will be coming up here in just a little bit. You've been watching the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.